All right, hello everybody. You're joining us live from the Oval Office of Canoe Club. We have our surgical table with all of the things that we would select for Black Friday. Timothy and I have both picked out 8 to 10 items that we would buy on Black Friday. We're gonna kind of give you an explanation as to what it is, why we've chosen this.
We're just gonna let you know if we didn't work here and we were buying stuff for ourselves on Black Friday, what we'd buy and why.
Yeah, 100%.
Right into it, baby.
Yep.
Let's go.
Money.
You wanna start?
Yep, okay, I'll lead us off. So I'm gonna kind of lead with like gifty things. These are things that I would either buy for myself, or if I were to buy for somebody else, I would buy this for a lover, a sibling, a friend.
Gotta stop with that lover stuff. But.
I threw that in on purpose. Okay, so leading off, I've talked about this on the pod, Ouarzazate. It is probably my most worn scent. I think it's for...
Most worn overall?
Currently.
Yeah.
Currently it's what's highest in my, it's what I took when we traveled.
Yeah. Give us your version of the scent profile of it.
The way that I would describe it, it is the color orange. It's warm and spicy and like, not nutty, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's definitely a more winter scent. I wouldn't wear it in June when it's hot.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. I actually find that this series, the series 3 stuff from Comme des Garçons, is also a really good like base note option. You know what I mean? They're not overwhelming.
Mix it with something?
You could mix it with something easy. They're interesting but not challenging.
Yeah.
I think the Pebble versions are a little more challenging.
Yeah, they definitely are. Yeah.
These are a little bit more natural smelling to me and like just nice, like everyday but different than what, you know, different than normal stuff.
Yep.
Like I really love Sequoia. I don't know if we still do
that's
that
a
one,
sleeper. Yeah.
Sequoia is really good, real natural smelling like you're saying. Really nice. I use that one mixed with other things.
Yep. I actually, a buddy of ours gifted me a little roller of cardamom, just straight cardamom scent. And so I'll mix cardamom in this. It's just warm. It's warm. If you were to liken it to a drink, that's what I would, might be a little.
When you said old fashions, I was thinking of people that like
say.
They drive the bicycle with the big wheel in the front.
Yeah. So Ouarzazate. This would be what I would do. It's really good.
All right. Let me see what I got here. I'll do something kind of in a similar vein. The Black Rice Milk Beanie soap. I'm a huge fan of. What are you laughing about?
I love it. I'm bummed I didn't pick it.
Because I really I've gotten deeply into hard soaps. I don't know what else, bar soaps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I use them in the bath, in the shower. I use them as hand soaps in general. I'm really not using a ton of liquid soaps. I don't know why it is. For something, it feels more natural and straightforward to me. I also just think they work a lot better. Like I think you get a lot more bang for your buck out of them.
Yeah.
These in particular are very beautiful soaps too. And we also have these really gorgeous
little trays.
Marble trays,
yeah, dude.
which makes a great little gift, especially what I think is a cool gift is like you get the tray and you get that and you've got yourself set up to fall in love with like a new thing. And then when you go to get a new soap, the soaps aren't crazy expensive. Boom, you just get a new one and then you got this like new lifestyle. So it's like gifting someone a whole new thing to do.
So cool. Yeah, I agree.
These in particular are some of my favorites that I've had outside of the weird handmade stuff I found around town. This is the stuff. I really like this. It's really high quality. This is what they're known for. They are a soap house by name and trade. This is the one I would recommend to start with, but there's other good smells too.
This smells really good.
Yeah, really natural ingredients, really good stuff. I think it's awesome, and then it's a cool gift, or it's a cool gift to yourself to like reset yourself in the bath.
Yeah, nice little treat. Yep. Yeah, the soap tray is nice. That's always where I've struggled, so I just need to cop the soap tray.
You see what I'm saying? You get the setup, and that's it's a whole lifestyle.
It looks nice, etc. All right, moving on. I'm gonna put these together, but rather than just saying like water product, because I do think water product is nice for yourself as a stocking stuffer, as a gift, and you can get a lot of it in kind of different scents. These would be the first two. It's car tags and the fragrance tablets. Fragrance tablets, think putting them in your sock drawer, in your gym bag, luggage. You also could, like using it like a car tag, you could break off a couple of these, put them underneath your seat, really like fill a closet. Meant to be like on the go kind of things in my opinion. I think a bag is a perfect option for it.
But the drawer thing works really well too.
Yeah.
You can actually do that with the bar soaps too. My grandma used to do that.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Hey, another reason to buy more soap.
Yeah. Talk about this one, because I think this is a great choice.
Car tag. Not only does it look cool in your car, they're incredibly inexpensive and like legitimately makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Michelle and I like to have oil. That's our favorite scent. second followed by Evelyn. I would say Evelyn smells like a big barrel of Concord grapes. Do you know what I'm talking about? You go to like an apple orchard or something, they also grow grapes on the side. Evelyn smells like grapes. I love oil. Oil smells like olive oil and like some citrus, very, very soft and you know, very soft. Nice for a car. I also like Subame for the car. I have one in my car right now. But the car tags are sick.
In the past has been really good.
Yep.
I like Natural Mystic because I like a little bit more.
Oh, Natural Mystic stuff is good. It's like
depends on what you like. It's a little more
walking in the woods when it rains.
Yeah,
like that'd be close.
It's just one of these things where also for a gift, it's not expensive, still feels like a luxury item, which I think is great. And then on top of that, like, I just don't think people think to get a car tag, but it makes a literal world of difference, especially when it's not just like a, you know, black magic or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, hell yeah.
This La Mer jacket. Is this the long one? This is the short. So there's a long version as well, which I think is great. But the thing about this is that I like, as opposed to the long jacket, we have a little bit of a complex where we do not do any major commuting and stuff like that, so it's harder to wear life jackets. So you have little cars. So what I mean is that when you have something like this feels like it can be an outerwear piece because it's thick up and it's really soft, and I'm a little weird about wools, and this is great for that. The shortness means if you walk into a place and you just have this on with a t-shirt, and you're like, oh shit, I don't want to take this off. You don't have to. It's not long. It's not a big thing. It's not going to be in the way. It's not going to be too hot, but it still acts as an outerwear piece. It's like the perfect in-betweener, and I really love the look of a blazer. Think about elevating. If you need to go somewhere that's a little, whether your look just caters a little bit more this way, or you need it to cater this way, it's like elevating like a type 2 or like a short crop like work jacket, and you're like, I need to go to an event or something where it needs to be a blazer, but I'm not a guy who wears blazers. This is your in between. Yeah, so it's almost like, imagine like if you're more comfortable with it, think peacoat, but it's more elevated to me, and you don't have to take it off you while doing, you know what I mean? And if you're at a restaurant, you don't have to check this, you don't have to do anything because you can just keep wearing it, or usually take it all turn on, you like easy. These are nice and boxy and unstructured, so you also get the added, you know, this element of like, it feels like it goes over everything. And a sweater can mostly go underneath. You're not like, it's not like slim and tailored, you know what I mean? No big deal. I mean, it's just a really comfortable, easy way to like elevate your look without, you know, with being fussy. Yeah. You know, but it's La Mer, so it's almost super, super elegant. And I really like you likening to a denim jacket. I think that's probably the most, you know, approachable way to think about it. If you haven't worn, I hardly wear them, but. And the other thing too is camel color goes with everything. Black, gray, white, you know, green, any color, you're gonna be fine with this. So you also know that this could be like, if you're like, it's a little expensive for me, or it's on sale, but if it's a little expensive for you or whatever, remember this is gonna go with everything, so this can be your jacket. So it's like, if you're gonna have one, this is a good one to have. Yeah, sounds good. This is both something I want, but it's also something that I think is a good opportunity if you don't already have this in your closet, similar to the blazer. This would be a fantastic opportunity to snag up what is obviously one of the most worn things that I've worn both now and pre-working at Canoe Club. I had a type 3 denim jacket I got from the Levi's outlet I worked in college. I got my Coddle type 2. I had a Levi's type 2 that's too small for me, that doesn't have a chance. I have this type 2, which is my favorite thing I wear every day, which if you're still looking for, I think they warned me left on the website, of the unwashed type 2 from Vispim. I think it's JKT jacket. Long story short, this type 2 from Ordinary Fits. I think this is absolutely stellar. It has the traditional detailing you would find in a type 2. So it has this pleating here, buttons, not zip. Doesn't have side pockets, which is technically traditional to denim jackets. Side pockets are the in addition to thing. It's not something else expected. But I really like how they'd have these open front pockets here as well. I like the place a little lower, maybe not as high on the chest. Everything about this is really dope. The denim is really nice and hairy, has a nice texture. The contrast stitching with this copper thread, and you get a cute little bandana that accompanies this purchase. So I think, in my opinion, if you're coming to me and saying, hey, let's just, I'm looking to kind of revamp my shit, I want to resituate my closet, the literal first thing I would do is buy a denim jacket. Whether it's this denim jacket, short coat, this would be the one I would say, but. Well, also kind of going off of that, I think that if it's something that you don't have, or maybe you have a type 3 and you're thinking about a type 2, this is a really good transition for you. Because it's not too, type 2s can run crazy boxy, or the big fat whale arm, or blah, 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 with the pockets, and they have slabs. It can be a lot. It's a kind of can be a difficult piece to style. Yes. This is a little bit longer, so you're not dealing with the hyper crop stuff. It's hard.
Yeah, you're not a birds vintage type too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a halfway point. So I'd say like this is something you've been looking at, but maybe you've never had like a proper vintage one or tried one on or something more like repro.
Yeah.
This is a nice in between. This is a actually wear it every single day type 2. Not
I was just gonna say, and the thing is too is like, obviously you can get a nice winter coat in this. This is a year-round piece in that the way that I dress, I very rarely deal with tests. I'm never in just t-shirts, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff. So I've got a jacket on year-round. It's lightweight enough that even in the hot days, you work somewhere with air conditioning, when you're just put the jacket on. It's cool with pants, shorts, what have you. In the come winter, I wear these as like a shirt. So underneath a bigger coat, I will wear it like a button-up shirt, or put something over top like a vest or something. I wore a vest.
So I was starting to go down this road, but this is it's already washed. It's not gonna be uncomfortable to break in.
Yeah.
But it's denim. The more you wear it, the more it molds, the more it softens, the more it gets better.
You'll get a fading in here. You'll get the elbows fading. You get like the little things around the cuff and up here. I think it's dope. I think it's one of the things. I've been working with you for 7 years and some change, and it's never lost its cool. It's always been the coolest thing you can have in your closet, and what I feel most comfortable gravitating towards is a denim jacket, specifically a type 2. So this would be the one. That's what I'd recommend. We have plenty others.
But if we're only recommending one, I'm with you. This would be the one.
It's so sick. Yeah. So cool.
Okay, to go small, I guess. This is I think we've got a few of these. There's no choice where I was like, these are going fast, but I really like them. This is a cashmere beanie from Beams. Great shape, extremely soft. You get the hairy look of cashmere, but if you're sensitive to wool like myself, I can still wear this and it's fine. It doesn't like make my whole body feel like I'm in hives. So really high quality cashmere, not crazy expensive. Expensive, but to the point where this is also a really great gift. You know what I mean? You're giving a very luxury item again as a gift that is easy. And also if you're looking for yourself, just to give yourself a little gift, especially with the deal going on, I mean, you're not going to get better.
No, and I try not to look through everything I do with a utility lens, but like, you live somewhere cold, we're from the Midwest, cold as hell, gets cold for, pretty cold here as well. You'll get your money back in the first winter that you have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I also have a beanie similar to that.
It's an easy one. This is the one, if I was recommending one, the shape is good. It's kind of universal. It's not doing anything super fashiony, but it's still cashmere. Good gift or good gift to yourself. Really, this is going to work for anybody. This is the one I will end up with. I've tried a couple other ones. This is the one I'll end up being.
Yeah, you have been, kind of
been unpicky about it with that little head and, blah, blah, blah. This is the one that works for me.
I've got a massive head, bro.
We're opposites in a lot of ways.
I stretch mine out when I first get a new beanie. They're putting it over basketball overnight, and then fits my head. So it's like that's something you gotta think about. Big boy. All right, I'm not gonna do my beanie just so it's not back to back to yours. But you know what? I've been thinking about these. I love this move for you. Yeah, these are sick. These are the mill trouser from Beams. Let's see. These are these like used dye material. Travel will make it populate on the screen. But I have these in the sage herringbone twill ones from actually not the shingles we have now, from a full year ago. But these are really sick. I like the length. They're not terribly long. Wearing them at your waist, they fall, for me, like right at the shoe, which I think is like good proportionally. That's nice with Birkenstocks or Vans or the shit that we wear. But these are dope, dude. Nice dye to them. And again, they're like nice and relaxed without being like balloony. They're not like a baggy pant, but they're certainly not slim.
You know what? In all truthfulness, you might be influencing me a bit, because I was saying like I have no shortage of 505s, 501s, things like this. That's what I like. Yeah. And that's the shape I wear most often. But I have a certain amount of baggier stuff that needs like a fuller denim, and I just haven't been finding it vintage even sizing up.
Yeah.
And I also don't want it to be necessarily like fashion big, which I think is cool, but like just not what I'm looking for. This might be the move actually, because it's kind of like a trouser instead of a denim.
That's about so pretty.
But it's beat up. It feels like jeans. I'm a jeans guy and you're not. I think this works into your world and it works into mine. And looking at these, I probably will try these on at some point.
Yeah, say, I think you should. I saw them over there, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I haven't styled these for a video or a look or anything this season that I can remember. So these are dope.
Yeah.
So hop on these, especially if you're looking for something like you said. It's a trouser, but it's denim. Yeah, it's not a fatigue. So here's how
You're not going to probably have it already in your closet.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
That's what you're wearing on. Okay. Let's do this next. I really want this. This is a Camille piece. Forget the name of it. I think it's the Big Anorak or something like that.
Does it zip all the way down?
Yeah, it does it all the way down. The fleece is really soft and really nice, but it also doesn't feel like cheap fleece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It sucks and feels weird on your body. I love all the outseaming. I love that the zipper goes almost all the way down, but not quite. What I've really liked about the couple Camille pieces I now own are it's weird and fashiony, but just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna walk around and be like, whoa. It's like, oh, I just noticed your thing is offset. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it has this really like unique. The point is it's supposed to look and wear and feel like basically draft drawings from architecture, where it's like, so it's not meant to be perfect. It's not supposed to be the draft is the final in this case. I really like the way this stuff wears because I like that it's a little fashiony in fit and style and material.
Yeah.
But I think to your proclivities with that kind of stuff is it's unfinished on the edges. It's already messed up. You're not going to mess it up. It's meant to be worn a ton, and it only gets better for wearing it a lot. So I think it does that thing that hangs you up on like nicer stuff sometimes. Like, oh, I want to wear it a lot. I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, that's not gonna happen here. But you do get all the luxuries of and more interesting silhouette, nicer materials. What I really like about this in particular though is the lining that sticks out at the bottom goes all the way through this like muslin material. It's really nice because number one, fleecy can feel like sticky on
to like staticky. Yeah.
So this resolves that. It also has this piece at the bottom, so you can wear it big and blousy, or you tie it up and then it fits more like, like an old Patagonia or something like that. Yeah. Zip on the side if you want to wear it just as a jacket, but I was also imagining this underneath some kind of like big jacket on top.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think it's really cool. I think it's like a super useful and like versatile piece. This could be your outerwear if you wanted to, or if they're already your having everything else peppered in. It's wild without being wild. And I feel like your dad could wear this, or like some fashion kid that comes in.
You could wear it alongside things like La Mer or something, or you could wear it along something like True Repro, like an Orso or a Cords.
I'm gonna wear it. I mean, black boots and jeans and this, and that's it. And that's, you know what I mean. So it's a really cool piece. I think it just appeals to a lot of different types of people, and it works really well. And I really love Camille, and I've really fallen in love with it this season.
Okay, moving on to. So I don't do Beanie back to back. I say this one, the King Jammy from Howland. We have stocked King Jammies
Always.
since we had Howland, which I think was they more or less the section of the store. These are stellar. The colors this season are beautiful. This is called Sparkle. I would call this not a powdered blue, but like a powdered purple blue. Really nice. I feel that I definitely also have some wool proclivities. But if you could power through, kind of a perfect beat.
It softens. Wool material can kind of get like warmed up and wear down over time, and it doesn't feel so prickly.
Yep.
This is a really high quality wool. It feels soft. It feels hairy. It gets kind of nappy and nice as you wear it. This is the best beanie shade. This period.
Yeah,
it really is. There's nothing that beats it. I've stocked beanies at I've done buying for a very long time. And this has always been one of the best sellers. It's because of the shape, and they have great colors that change every single season. So picking one up now, falling in love with it next season, get another one. Just keep adding to the collection. Those are great.
I love. I'm kind of interested in the blue bee. This one, the Rototo chunky beanie, I'm also on, which I didn't see over there, so we might actually be pretty lost. But I chose this one specifically for the color, and then also I know that.
Yeah, if you're not a color guy like yourself, well, use this and wear like all night. But I say that if you're not like used to wearing like brighter colors, that's like a nice bright easy way. It wasn't dippy, like for sure. Okay, this is a little simple thing, but I really want this. I have the trailers. Keep forgetting to buy it is really all it comes down to. It's really beautiful Japanese pottery. It's simple. You can see the mistakes in it. There's all this unevenness and cool detail. I just like having something like this out. I do it 2 ways. One, I take all the incense burnings that I have and I keep those in one place because those continue to keep smelling nice. The other thing, in the same use case, I will put like my Palo Santo or like wood burning kind of like little things that I have around. I keep those in there.
Yeah.
I more or less use it like an ashtray for the home scent.
Yeah.
That's one way. The other way is like keys and other stuff is
International.
So the nice thing about this is that if you just have these around, getting a little treat at night on something like this like makes a whole big fucking difference.
So if you just think of the life's of time and you prepare it, because I know you'll make like little candies, homemade. So
Yeah, and like let's say you're gonna have like a handful of grapes. If you put it in this, suddenly it feels like a whole experience and not just like eating grapes over your counter or your sink like I do a lot.
Yeah.
So this is an easy way to like just make your life feel more purposeful.
yeah, no, so I mean, I get you.
It's things be a little more intentional, a little more nice. It's an easy way to do that. Just having like little one-offs that just like are pretty and make you feel something when you see them, that's a great choice. And it's also an awesome gift. They're not super expensive. They're handmade in Japan. Which one's totally unique and different. You can see the little like pockmark this one has for whatever reason. They're just fun and easy, and they're I think anyone will like something.
Yep, I completely agree. As named with the blue one, we also use it as an ashtray or a catch-all for all of our little things, lighters for lighting incense, little incense holders. Everything can kind of populate in there.
Yep. There, this looks nice.
Moving on. I still have to pick these up for myself. I think you need to actually do it.
Are we both getting further away from the table?
At the 3-pack rib crew stock from Rototo. These we wised up. We went through them too quick for that. We got plenty more. They are going fast, but they are available at this moment. I have right here the Ecru browns. So what's cool is like they're all slightly different when you get the 3-pack, which I think is nice because these all serve the same purpose, at least in my head. If you're gonna wear this, you could also wear that or that. You know what I mean?
One thing I do want to correct you on, because people have been asked, it's the same sock 3 times, different versions.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Colors. But yeah, and also how the nice thing about these is, I don't know if you see it, but this is kind of like a melange situation. This is more of a solid, but it has a little more like net to it. But they are slightly different, but not in shape or size or anything. Yeah, that's all we're saying.
Yep. These fit most feet, unless you got terribly tiny feet or size 13 and a half. You're gonna be just fine. These are dope. Rototo is a recent pickup in the last year. This is our second season with them. I've all heard good things.
You want to buy yourself a gift or anybody else a gift? Get 2 of these. Now you've got 6 pairs of socks. 6 new pairs of socks. Throw away all the junk that you have. You just throw them away and reset. It'll be nice to refresh with nothing else in your closet. You're like, those are the ones I wear. And now you've got one for every day of the week. You got high quality stuff that's going to last a little bit longer. And it's just nice. Nothing feels better than having like a fresh set of socks.
It's like it's just a little bit of intention. Like I've been trying to be better about treating myself to little things, you know what I mean? One day, the boxers that we love so much, but I also like just putting on a fresh pair of socks, like when I get the Family Mart socks when I go to Japan or whatever. I like to keep them on ice, and when you put them on, it feels special and intentional. So yeah, 3-pack or organic cotton socks for Rototo.
Easy. All right. This Mestrum Orflow, I think, is being very slept on right now. I think it's very cool. I like the padding because it's not heavy, but it's not light. It's not nothing. Like, this will keep you warm. It's good. It's easy to match with anything. I like that it's a stand collar. This is one of those pieces that I think that you buy and you're like, oh, well, it's kind of expensive, but it's down and I'll use it, blah, blah, blah. And then you end up wearing it like a shit ton. And I had a couple of these pieces in my wardrobe where it's like, you inadvertently buy something that you think, this is a cool piece, I'll wear a little bit here and there, I got a couple ideas for it, and then you're like, fuck, I'm wearing it every day. Because I would wear this over the top, like even what I have on now, just as like, that's what'll keep the rest of it warm, because I already have 2 layers on.
Yep.
And there's nothing worse than having like 6 layers on, and then you have like a down jacket, and you can't move your arms beyond this point. No. Even if you're fine here, I hate that shit. So I think that it solves that problem. I would also put it underneath stuff, so underneath heavier jackets. And because of the stand collar, it doesn't look like you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And it'll still look cool if you put a hoodie or something really simple.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, a hoodie.
So again, this is another piece that I just think will end up working really, if you're really like smart with like, how you're styling things and doing things. This could be a super like fashion piece, but it could also like you could get it to your dad and he'd know. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I think that like it really works out well no matter kind of what you're doing there. So
does have the you can.
yes, signature at the bottom is maybe even more importantly, it's got dual ways in. Yeah, and that makes a huge difference. We talk about with driving or with anything or just with layering. This is gonna look cool no matter kind of what you do there, and it's really an easy way to add like a style thing. Yeah, you know, lyrics. So one, but I would have shown like this as well had I not already seen you pick. Yeah, so it's a sleep. You know what I mean? There, really dope. Best.
All right, so I didn't choose the Camille hoodie, although I do love it. Orange takes. Shout out to New Upstairs. There you go. So I already snatched mine up as we talked about on the podcast. They're wearing it a bunch. We got these hoodies made. They fit similarly to like it's like a propped vintagey cropped wide boxy hoodie. Sleeves kind of fall off the shoulders fall off the shoulder seam falls down. You got it. I'll let him land it. All right. Long story short, is dope. I wore mine the last 2 days here. I'm not wearing it today, but I should have. Really love this. We've done a myriad of merchandise options with the Canoe Club logo on over the years. This is the absolute best. It's long awaited. We put the order in a long time ago. We got them at time of this video coming out. It'll be online. This is really dope.
Yeah. So this is a garment dye that they do too. Now this has been really washed out, really garment dyed, then washed even more. So it has a sort of vintage look to it. On top of that vintage look ends up, you get these puckerings and things that have on the hood and in the zip and on the sleeves. So it really feels like lived in, which is great. The shape, like you said, is awesome. And I really love this garment dye in particular because, you know, we love, obviously, Timothy Brindle. I love the Brindle wash and everything like that. This is that, but almost a little bit more blue in tonality, yeah, which I think looks great with like blue or black, and it stands out. But yeah, it's black, it really stands out. With blue, it really blends in. Yeah, so it's a really nice versatile color. We wanted to make something people actually really wanted to like wear and like beat up. So
also, the ribbing at the waist does not
cinch.
Cinch wouldn't be the word, but like it's not gonna hit your hips and billow out.
Yep. It just like it's stretched out, yeah, flat, but there's still the voltage in that way. Really, that's up. One other important thing to note with the maker, you can look up all sorts of stuff about them, and that's great. But they, everything's 100% recycled here, and it doesn't feel cheap. 100% recycled stuff can feel like shit, or it can be put together poorly. This is dense. I don't think anyone would even know unless you said it to them, because this feels heavier and like just better than most other stuff. And it's still 100% recycled, so you could also feel kind of good about whichever end too. So everyone wouldn't be good about what we were putting back out.
Yes. Yeah. And obviously we have this in a hoodie as well, but I think the zip is really sick. Yeah. And talking about how we wanted the zip hoodie ever since we placed the order for it, and we got one samples and it fit close up. Yeah. Anyway, show some love. Yeah. We love these.
We got pullovers that fit just as well. We got shorts and we got tees.
Want to wear stuff with that logo on it and use the world to us. Yeah.
Like, all right, let's go here. So, I know what I had like an interesting relationship with our Legacy shoes, because I bought a pair of shoes and bought them the wrong size, and I actually bought them the wrong size, and they didn't fit me well. I just kind of put them away, and I didn't end up wearing them, and off they went. You know what I mean? Then I got a new pair of the Cortege boot, which we also have, that I think is fantastic in a lot of different ways. We talked about it in the pod. I think we talked about it in the video maybe before too, but really great shoe. Completely happy with it. Totally sold on our Legacy shoes, and I've always liked their shoes because, again, kind of like Camille, they're normal but a little bit weird at the same time. You know what I mean? I have struggled with wanting sneakers. You know, if I like badly, but I'm not like much of a sneaker guy, and I bought a bunch of different sneakers, and I don't end up wearing them, especially if they're not like canvas sneakers. This is an in-betweener. So this is a kind of it's like a weirdo runner. Kind of reminds me of old like total 90s for soccer heads out. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, laces up to the side, you know, and the asymmetrical lacing. I like the mixed use of materials, but all of it's like, you know, nubuck and like this grippy, like almost like backside leather, suede, and then you get the big, you know, the Vibram sole. So I was actually thinking of these as being like extensively like a like a solid. You know what I mean? Like an
Like, just say like a by rail runner that is urban, that if you had to like run fast for some reason, you'd be nimble like a baby deer.
Yeah. Are they light like a Solomon? Are they like made from stuff that's gonna? No. They're not that. This is like getting that look, that aesthetic, while doing something a little bit more elevated and elegant.
Yeah.
And I think that I like to try to make these in particular work into what we've been doing.
I love the Total 90 play. I think that's absolutely apt.
Yeah.
I did put them on when we first got them. They're sturdier than they're not.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
they really don't have like a ton of bend. They feel good. Yeah. They're good. It's a good look, man. It's and I love the grip on 'em. So yeah. I think that these are an awesome play. And I'd like to try to work these in. I thought this was a good time to do it. Again, here a little on sale, and there you go. Yeah, this month B is fine. Okay, moving on. 2 more.
I got 2 more. You got 2 more?
Yep.
Okay, dope. Cool. This I've been going on about, and I'm gonna either have to buy it this week or I'm gonna regret it because it's gonna go. It's the shop coat from Workaday. So like the way that I think about this in my head, think like a utility, a chore coat, something like that. Adds a length of like fishtail, like a vintage fishtail parka, military fishtail parka. Really, really sick. If I were still in my sign painting days, I would get it and it'd be my paint coat. It would be cool. It had these little side access pockets, so you could still get into your pockets if you got something underneath. It's in the olive sateen. I tried it on in the XL and it ran pretty big on me, even though I love my shit big. So I would actually probably go a large if that helps anybody size it out. It runs bigger than not, but
I would treat it almost like more like a trench or like a Burberry.
yeah, I do.
Well, that's a traditional trench. It's just simplified, so it's not so crazy. It's not lined. It's just like almost like a more wearable introduction to a trench.
Yeah.
I mean that's what those little pocket slits are kind of stealing from, or like actual shot.
Yeah,
sure. Or lab coats. I like it. It's basically like the length of chore coat.
Yeah.
But mixed with a trench. There's something I like something a lot. Sensory wise, I like the length, dude. I like
where it falls. I just think it's really cool. If with it not being lined, it's not, you probably not wear this in 95-degree weather, but like wear it spring, winter, fall, layer shit on top of it, put a vest over top, put a type 2 underneath or a hoodie, you know what I mean? Just play with proportions, but this is really, really sick, taking up a lot of space in my brain at the moment. We have it in damage as well, which I'm also considering. I think it's a fun way to like experiment with something that you're like already down with and familiar with.
Oh, dude, yeah. So I already bought this, but I figured I'd put it in here anyway because I just think sometimes you get a little sleeper thing happening. Yeah, this is killer. And what was funny is this is Stussy. What is funny about this is we got this. I said, oh, great material, cool jacket. But we proceeded sort of way. I didn't think much about it. Stussy always sells well. So I wish I could shout her out, but this really cool, I think she's a painter or something on Instagram. I don't know. She's got really cool personal styles. So that's the reason I follow her. She had it on and had this cool like angle on. Sometimes when you see a piece of clothing from a certain angle, you're like, I get it. Oh, daddy, yeah. So it inspired me to come in and try it on the next day, and I just love the way this fits, especially as you see like the placement of these pockets, these really oversized big snap pockets with side entry. They really like kind of create the proportion of this jacket that almost does this sort of like bulbous thing that looks really cool on. It looked really cool with a hoodie or something underneath it. It really layers well. It's got volume. It's got a little padding. It's very warm. Like I truly believe in like most decent weather, with just a t-shirt or something like a long sleeve or something underneath it, you're solid. So if you got a hoodie too, I think you'd get through winter.
Yeah, of course.
I really like it. I like the material. It feels like almost like taking an M65 and flipping it a little bit, like taking some dose from an M65, like the wind guard, the pocket placement, the stand collar, but tightening it up a little bit. Less length, less stuff, less shirt huts. But you do get these interesting like little, I really noticed this when you kind of look from the side, you get these little puckering pieces that they did here in the little pleats thing. Yeah. So it also rounds the shape again. Yes. So I really think this is a very considered piece that is not super expensive. It's got jewel way zip again, so you get all these cool features, and it's not, it feels crazy affordable for the material, this style, and everything like this. So I think this is an extremely underrated piece. I've never owned a piece of Stussy before. This is my first. I've always respected the brand and what they do. Yeah, I think this is really like when you see, I think they're so well known for all the keys and the hoodies and the logo and blah, blah, blah. And that's all great and cool. All the skateboarding history, all that cool shit. Yeah. But this really feels like, I don't know, this feels like them doing what they do really well. Yeah, here. So I really like this piece. I'm really happy with it. I think you should check it out. Yeah, don't give the second one.
Okay, here. This is my last item. Okay. These are another thing that I've been spinning on. I try to do a mix of, not expensive and less expensive. You know what I mean? This is certainly on the former. These are the Grizzlies from Visvin. I like them in the dark brown the most. Some real shit kickers, dude. So it's got all this insane like hand welt situation going on. Different types of leathers cut from the imperfect, probably if I were to guess, a little closer to the spine part of the hive. So the clicking on it is absolutely nuts. We got the smooth leather. We've got this incredibly wrinkled, kind of imperfect. Some of this not rough out like you said, the other side of leather. Stacked sole. So about as chunky as a boot can get. We got them in the brown, the light brown, and the dark brown. I think the dark brown is the best execution. Wear it with black, wear it with olive, wear it with navy. It's gonna be sick either way. So a handful of these already. Yeah, my size is still sitting around, so I might have to snatch. But these would be truly the splash out. I'm gonna really treat myself for the holidays. Work hard that year.
These are really expensive, and Visvin is expensive. Everyone knows that. That's the thing. You don't know about it. When you see this boot up close and in person, this is an example of where you really do see, like, I know this makes perfect sense to me price-wise. Yeah, people are going to be upset in the comments. Go ahead. This is the type of leather that's being cut, how it's being cut, how it's being put together. Notice how they're aging all of the I don't know why I'm blanking on the stitching is also like this cool age. Then they're taking something to all of the leather on the stacked sole here, and they're
Literally hitting.
Yeah, they're hitting, beating it. Yeah, and it gets, you can actually see where it's been nicked and cut. And it looks old. The sole, this Biru sole is proprietary and absolutely insane. On top of that, like, you get the antique brass features all are uniquely antiqued. Like, it's not, one isn't the same as the other.
Yeah.
Is that the leather choice is crazy, and you're not gonna find, I mean, the consideration that went into this silhouette in particular to get this chunkiness while it's still this wearable too is really something else. So this is, yes, this is an expensive investment thing, sure, but you have me forever, and I don't know of a single boot that has this much detailing going on unless you're like you're danking something that you're vintage that you score. Yeah, so I completely agree. Barring you finding gold somewhere, that this is what I would do.
You want to be on your McG swag, net that baggy ass cargos from Ursula that we carry. Tuck them into here, a little tiny tee, a little work jacket.
Yeah, you're one cool haircut away.
Yeah, one cool haircut. That shit out. Grizzly Glue Star Brown.
So this I wanted to talk about because we just restocked all of our candles, our proprietary candles. We have, big note thing is we have our regular peppercorn tobacco. That's our #1 seller. Has been for communities of all time. I mean, just sells out. Yeah. Got it back for the holidays, and we have a big double wicker in it too. So now you can get $10 off basically for the $10 off. You get 2, and it's gonna burn longer, last larger, bigger vessel. Really nice to have in the house too. But we also restocked the Santal and Musk version. I think this one always sells out too, to be fair, but this one doesn't get as much press, I think, sometimes.
Because the other one has this like cult following.
Because it's got a little bit of a cult following. This is a really great set. It feels like, if you love this sense of like classic colognes, but like imagine a little more subdued, a little bit more natural, that's the feel to me.
Yeah.
It feels like sophisticated and dark and soft at the same time. Yeah, it's really great. I do think that this, between the two, might even be more universal if you're giving a gift. Mm-hmm. The other one's more interesting and specific. Yeah. People love it, swear by it. It is still my favorite, but it's a close tie with this one. I think this one is a little bit slept on, and I'm thinking if maybe you've had the peppercorn tobacco before, and maybe you want to re-up still, maybe take a chance with this one too, because these are really good, and the people that like these are also buying these. I'd say, if anything, maybe this gets bought in doubles more often than the other.
Yeah, sure. So we're just stung up.
Just something to keep in mind. All of them are great. you know, but this one I really think just it doesn't get enough press.